a BoxyCharm triple review. I have had so many requests for subscription box unboxings lately. I want to tell you that I have heard you, and I'm going to do my best to work them back into my filming schedule. I know I have been neglecting my subscription boxes. I didn't realize how much they were missed until recently. I've been getting so many comments like, dude, really? Are you ever gonna do subscription boxes again? And the answer is yes, they are coming back to the channel. This is my first attempt at bringing them back. I also have a Beauty Box 5 review coming up. I did tell Beauty Box 5 I want to hold off on them for a little bit because I want to focus on BoxyCharm, Birchbox, and Ipsy for now. Anyway, let's get into the BoxyCharm reviews. Now, I've had all of these for quite a while. I did not receive the October box because I forgot to change my address with BoxyCharm when I moved and did not receive it when we switched our address, our mailing address. So, but I have the other three previous to that. I have September, I have August, and I have July. So let's talk about all of this good stuff. If you're not familiar with BoxyCharm, BoxyCharm is $21 a month. I do receive this as a free subscription in order to review it on the channel. So just want to let you know I did not pay for it, but it does not influence my review at all. So anyway, let's go into the good, the bad, and the ugly from the July box. So let's go into the good first. First thing is the Your Minerals Sweden Transparent Veil. I really, really like this a lot. It feels like it's just powdered silicone. I don't know what it actually is, but it feels amazing on the skin. It does leave a little bit of a white cast until you blend it out, and then it does seem to disappear on my skin tone. I really swear that this stuff keeps my makeup on longer. It is really nice and it feels fantastic. When you're done with your makeup look and you just need a little something just to set everything together, this stuff is phenomenal. I really, really have been enjoying this a lot. The other thing I've really been enjoying is the Gorge I'll Make You Look Amazing Daily Spray. It's a magical leave-in conditioning spray that will turn your hair into the sexiest hair ever. Now, I'm reading this and I'm like, dude, for real? This is the most conceited hair product I have ever seen in my entire life. I was like, seriously, dude, are you that full of yourself that you're gonna tell me that it's gonna turn my hair into the sexiest hair ever? And it says this whole list of craziness that it does. And then you've got a get $20 off, use code BC20 here for a discount. The back is like, do you believe in magic? Well, you should. I mean, just ridiculous. But dude, really, I'm telling you, I don't know why I'm calling you dude, but this stuff really is nice. I hate to feed into its ego, but it actually does work really well. I love the way that my hair looks after I use this. I feel like it is softened. I feel like it does keep the flyaways at bay, if that makes sense. I feel like it smooths my hair out. Let's just say that instead. It does say that it is also a heat protectant, and I really, really like this. I can't really speak to some of the things like preventing split ends. I don't use it regularly enough to know whether it's doing that or not, but I do feel like it enhances natural body, creates amazing silkiness, all that stuff. It's fab. I hate to say it's fab because, like I said, it's egotistical, but it is. I can't help it, and I gotta be honest with you. So I didn't want to like this, but I do. Moving on to a product that did not work for me is the MDM Flow Mascara. Now, I got an email from BoxyCharm that they said to please make sure I mention to you that with this mascara, they do recommend that you pump it before using it to make sure that there is good product on there. When I got it, it was quite dry. But even after I pumped it and used it, I still did not see a very nice effect with this. I didn't really enjoy this. You can see when you pull it out, it is a bit goopy, which, you know, honestly, I feel like some mascaras can be goopy and still be okay. I did not feel like this one performed effectively. It is a very, it's, you know, those, I don't know how you call it, but it's not a rubber bristle. It's like a brush kind of thing, a plastic, brushy kinds of synthetic-y stuff. But it just didn't perform. When it comes down to it, it just didn't perform. I wanted it to, it just didn't. Next up, two other positive things. That's really the only negative. The Ofra eyebrow pencil This isn't my favorite eyebrow pencil, but it's nice. I used it twice. I haven't used it a whole lot because I forgot about it, but it is a nice eyebrow pencil. The only thing about it is a little bit light for my eyebrows, which is one of the reasons why I haven't used it much. And it doesn't stay all that terribly long. I feel like by the end of the day, it's kind of faded a little bit. Maybe it's just because of the shade of it. I don't feel like it is it is a universal color, but I don't feel like it's dark enough for my particular hair color. So I don't know, it's just, maybe this will work better on somebody with lighter hair, but this one, it's okay for me. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay. And then the last thing in here is something that I absolutely love, and it's this Vasanti brush. I own a couple of Vasanti brushes thanks to BoxyCharm, and I really, really love this. I use this for blush. It's the perfect shape for blush. I've also used it for contouring here. It's a little round for contouring, but it's nice for blush, and I really, really like it a lot. It's very soft. I like the dome on it because the bristles kind of go down a bit. It's got a nice little taper on it to pick up quite a bit of product, but it's not so super dense that I feel like it picks up too much product. You know what I'm saying? And I also like the longer handle on it. It's very nice to be able to just put the product on like this. It just feels very pro, and I really like this brush. So overall, the BoxyCharm for me for this month was a huge win. As far as personal value, I would value this at 10 bucks. I would value this at another 10 bucks. I would value this at about $3. I didn't enjoy it at all. I would value this at about $6. I would value this at another $10 to $12. So definitely a huge win on the July BoxyCharm. Let's move on to the August BoxyCharm. All right, now unfortunately for this box, I did misplace the eyeliner brush. I'll put it, if I can find a picture, I will put a picture of it there. I remember really enjoying it. Unfortunately, I can't find it. I don't know what in the world I did with it, but I did enjoy it, and I would value it at about $8 for that brush. It's very fine pointed, and it was very easy to use. Let's go into the Nios Shield Style and Protect Leave-In Conditioner. Now, unlike the other leave-in conditioner, I did not see a big difference with this. I used it quite a bit. It does say it has Moroccan argan oil in it, and it's supposed to have frizz control and sunburn shield and all that. This didn't really do much for me. Didn't do much. That's what I have to say about that. The other thing that we got in this was a big win for a lot of people was the Revealed 3 palette. I do own this. This happens to be my least favorite of the Revealed palettes. I am going to be giving this away to, I can't tell who I'm giving this to because it's a surprise for somebody. So I'm not going to say who I'm giving this to, but I do have a home that this is going to go to because I think that she will really, really like it. And she does watch my videos, so I'm not going to tell who, but this is going to have a good home. So the Revealed 3 palette is just not my favorite. I'm not a big fan of the color selection. I find that about a third of the shadows are powdery, they don't go on easily. 2/3 of the palette is pretty nice, but it's just not my favorite at all. If you're gonna pick one of the Reveal palettes to get, I do recommend the first Reveal palette by Coastal Scents. I just, this one just did not do it for me. But I did actually receive this originally from Coastal Scents, and I did give an honest review of this. If you're curious about any of my reviews of the Reveal palettes, I will link them down below so you can see the swatches and everything about what I mean about this palette. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like for the right person, this will be fun to play with, but it's really not one that I would recommend purchasing. If you got it for free, yay! Or if you got it in your BoxyCharm, yay! But I wouldn't recommend going out and purposely purchasing this one. All right. That's my personal opinion. Maybe it works for you. It did not work for me. The other thing that didn't quite work for me was the Statement Skin So Susan highlighting crayon. It's just, it didn't have good lasting power for me. It blends out very strangely. It just doesn't do it for me. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it was gonna be, and it just, I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite. But what is something that's really good in here is this Mica Beauty eyeliner. I did get this, I believe, in an Ipsy bag at one point many years ago, and well, a couple of years ago, many years ago in Ipsy time, and I really like this eyeliner. It does dry out eventually. Give it about six to 8 months and it'll probably be dried out, but while it lives, It is very, very nice. So this was the big win of the box for me. So overall, I was not very happy with the August BoxyCharm, not because of the value. The value is fantastic. It's just the products inside did not wow me. So the brush was nice, so $10 value on that. I would also put this at a $10 value. As, you know, a typical drugstore kind of palette. I would put this at maybe a $6 value, $5 to $6 for this. This I would put at about a $15 value. It's a very, very nice eyeliner. And for this hair product, it didn't do anything for me, so I wouldn't purchase this, but if I had to put a value on it, I'd put about $6 on that. So is this worth $21? If you're not gonna use things, is it worth it? That's the question there. The only thing I'm gonna be using in this is this. So, well, and the eyeliner brush. So, let's go ahead and move on to a better box, which was the September box. For September, we got some really interesting things. The first thing we got that I use quite a bit of is this Provise Skin Type 1 to 6 Oil-Free Tonic infused with antioxidant-rich daisy flower extract and hyaluronic acid to help lighten and brighten skin. This is a typical skincare product for me. I have normal skin. I don't have problem skin. When I try skincare products, they don't really do a whole lot for me. It's very rare I can say a skincare product actually looks like it's doing anything. This is no exception. It does feel nice, it smells nice, it says it has really great ingredients in it, so I have to trust that over time this thing is doing something good for me. But I can't say I saw any visible results for it. It doesn't have any kind of weird funky smell or anything. It's got kind of a like a floral, it's got a daisy floral kind of smell to it. The feel of it is just very wet. It's not oily or anything. And it feels nice. It feels like it's a nice skincare product. But again, I didn't see any visible results, but I'm not really holding it against that because, you know, I don't really see visible results with a lot of skincare. The next thing is something that I did not choose to use yet, the scratch nail wraps. I have used scratch nail wraps before, and I do really, really like them. They do claim that they can last for a very long time. I have not found that to be true about scratch nail wraps. Of course, I didn't try these specifically, but scratch nail wraps last usually about 2 to 3 days on me before the first chip. I have to take them off usually by about day 4 or 5. They look a hot mess and I have to take them off. But they do have some very cute patterns over at Scratch, and if you like nail wraps, this may be something for you. One thing about these kinds of nail wraps is if you have very short nails, a lot of times these will not work. They really only work for long nails because the patterns don't stretch very far. So like for example, for this one here, it's got a blank space here. You can't write your name in it, but it's got a blank space, but that's gonna fall about the middle of my nail. I know my nails need to be done, but you know, I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, they work better on longer nails. So if you have longer nails and you like fun designs, definitely check out Scratch, but just know that they don't last as long as they claim, at least on me. I'm a pretty active person. Maybe if you're not as active hand-wise, maybe it'll last longer for you, but they don't last that long for me. A product that I do really like that I have not opened yet, I have tried this before. This is the Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel. I do compare this to the Anastasia Brow Gel. It is very, very similar. It is very wet to go on. It dries a little bit crunchy, just like the Anastasia. I would say this is a dupe for that. So if you like that kind of formula, or probably like that, this one, it is a brush format, and it's a nice brow gel. I personally don't prefer the crunchy brow, so I will probably be passing this on to a friend, but you know, it is a nice brow gel if you like that kind, if you like the kind that gives you a little crunch. One thing that I really liked in this was surprisingly the Kardashian Beauty Black Seed Dry Oil. This is a hair oil. Really liked the way this made my hair feel. Really tamed the flyaways, things like that. It does have a very nice smell as well. It smells like perfume. It's got like kind of like an earthy kind of perfume scent, but not patchouli smelling. Just, you know, just very warm perfume kind of scent. And I really, really like the way that this felt. But I do feel like that this worked. I wish it was a bigger size. That's the only thing that kind of made me cry, because it is Kardashian Beauty, which is a drugstore brand. I wish that they had given us a full size of this. That would have been very nice, but you know. The other thing in here that is okay for me was this brush here. This is another Vasanti brush. I do like Vasanti brushes. I'm just not a big fan of foundation brushes. This is a very flat brush. I just don't like the way they feel. They work great. I just feel like I'm painting my face with a real paintbrush, and it just doesn't feel right to me. Like, I prefer a more round brush. I don't know, I don't prefer this shape just for feeling purposes, but it does work very, very well. And I love these long handles. It's very, very nice. So yes, thumbs up on the Vasanti brush if you like this kind of brush. And then the last thing in here was the Tarte Smolder Eyes Amazonian Clay Waterproof Liner. And this is in the shade Gold. I really like this a lot. I use this in my outer corner, my center of my lid to my outer corner, and I really liked it a lot. Staying power was okay. Blendability is very nice. You can blend it out and then you can build it back up. It's very, very nice product. You also have the smudger on the side that you can use to kind of smudge the color in. And it's a really nice lid color, and especially if you have a deeper skin tone, I think this would look gorgeous as a lid color. I don't like it all over my lid. I feel like it's a little deep for me for all over my lid, but as far as like accentuating the outer corner, I really, really like it a lot. So definitely a win on this. So for the September BoxyCharm, I really feel like it was a good deal. I really like this a lot. I would value this at $15 because it's Tarte. I really like this, but it's so small. I would only value this at $2. I really like this brush. Well, I wouldn't say I really like it. I don't like this brush because of my personal preference, but if I had to value this, I would put this also at about $15. The Cella Eyebrow, I would put this at a value of about $8, maybe $7. This is a full size. It says it's $18, but I wouldn't pay $18 for this. I would pay $8 to $10 for this. I mean, you think about, I don't know, just the crunchiness gets me. The crunchiness gets me. The nail wraps, I feel like these are pretty overpriced for what you get for them, so I would pay $6 for these. And then for this is a nice skincare item with lots of good ingredients in it, so I would pay $20 for this. So definitely a win for $21 for the September box. I think it was a great box. So the only bust out of these 3 boxes for me was the August box. And it was just because I didn't really like the products that were inside. It was a good value. I just didn't care for the products inside. But overall, I mean, I love my BoxyCharm. I feel like it's probably the best deal in all of subscription boxes as far as what you get when compared to the other ones that I get. Ipsy, Birchbox. I feel like you get the most bang for your buck. So that's my review of 3 months of BoxyCharm. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future BoxyCharm unboxings and reviews. I do want to try once again to do these monthly. That is my goal. I'm not making promises, but my goal is to do the monthly. I might do more of an unboxing style rather than a review just to make sure they come out, because the reviews take a lot longer to come out and I have to time them perfectly because I don't want it to be too old, but I want to give myself some time to try it. So I may not be trying everything in the box before the review, but I do want to show you what's in it and give you kind of initial first impressions at least. So I want to thank you so much for staying with me, even though I haven't been doing as many box reviews. I appreciate you being here and look forward to more box openings and reviews in the future. Mad love, and I'll see you soon. Bye!